Hello everybody and welcome back to the LuxCore Pilates YouTube page. My name is Kaylin and today we have a 45-minute full body strength times Pilates workout. This is one of my favorite styles, so I'm super excited that you guys are moving with me. We're gonna jump straight on into it. All you're gonna need for today's props are just 2 hand weights. I have 3 pounds here, but like 2 to 3 pounds is great, and some ankle weights, which you can go ahead and throw on now. Like I say, and all of our instructors say in all of our videos, you can do almost all of our workouts without props. However, this is just a fun way to not only change things up, but also just make it a little bit more difficult. So if you plan on doing lots of workouts from home, we recommend grabbing a few, but once again, if you don't have them, no worries. You can also get anything that kind of fits in your hands that is about 2 to 3 pounds. That is also another option for you to use. We can set those weights to the side because we're gonna start with just a little bit of a warm up. So you're gonna come onto your hands and knees here. And you can just inhale, arch the spine up, and exhale, arch the spine to the ceiling. I should say round the spine up, not arch it. And then arch as you exhale and look up to the ceiling. You guys know just your typical cat-cow here. Just bringing some movement into the body, getting it warmed up. Maybe it's early morning for you, maybe it's late evening, wherever you are, whenever it is, whatever time it is. Let's just wake this body up or get it back awake. If you're having an afternoon crash, that's going to be a great way to get some more energy for the second half of your day. Okay, from here, let's start adding a little bit of circles. So let's circle back as you round the spine and then arch it as you come forward. Good. Just starting to move the body a little bit more. You can kind of take whatever feels best for you here. One more in this direction and just go ahead and reverse that circle. Again, this doesn't have to be perfect, just whatever feels good to get your body moving. Let's do one more in this direction and meet me back center. Good, extend this right arm up high to the ceiling and then we're just gonna rotate it underneath our body, reaching our right arm for the left side of the room. Good, extend everything up high again and rotate that arm underneath. Last one, can you reach this arm up even higher? Open the chest a little bit bigger before you pull everything underneath. Amazing, let's go ahead and just switch over to that other side. So the left arm extends up high and then it reaches underneath the body. Good, 2 more. Really opening before you bring everything back down. Last one, reaching and coming under. Amazing, let's come back center. Let's just take a second to roll out our ankles and wrists. So shift forward, roll those ankles out, roll them to the right or the left, it doesn't matter because we are going to reverse it. Now just reverse that rotation. Amazing, set those feet down. Let's rotate out the right wrist a little bit. Switching that direction. And go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. And switching that direction. Take a second to just turn your palms around so your fingertips are facing towards your knees. And just get a nice light stretch. Be super careful here with your wrist. So try and set yourself back a little bit further, but not too much to where you're in pain. This is one movement where we don't really want to push it very far. Good, now let's come back forward. Amazing, from here, you guys are gonna press yourself up into a full plank position. I know, starting off strong, but don't worry, we're not here for too long. From here, you're just gonna lift those hips up to bring it into a downward dog, to take a nice big stretch and come back forward. Good. So the goal here is to just start to warm up and bring fire into the core and the entire body. Make sure you really hit this stretch all the way back here. And then when you come forward, make sure you hit this full, super strong plank before you come back to that downward dog. Good. So we're just moving through this motion here. You have last 3. You have last 2. And you have last 1. Good. Meet me in a plank here, and we're just holding for a second. Good. Again, bringing fire into that core, into that center, really starting to feel the whole body turn on. Squeeze those glutes. That'll take out any tension in the low back and help you hold this even longer. Yes, you can. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, you're gonna pick the right arm up to tap it to the left shoulder, and then just switch sides. So we're just doing little arm taps, little shoulder taps here. Nothing crazy, trying to move your hips as little as possible. The goal is for the only thing to be moving is that upper body. Yes, you can. You have last 5 on each side. 4. You have last 3. You have last 2. Breathe through this. You have last 1. Good, hold in that plank. Bring it all the way back to that downward dog. Let yourself pedal out your feet here a little bit. Feeling the whole body fire up already. Okay, let's bring it back into that plank, and then just step the right foot all the way forward into that runner's lunge position. Amazing. From here, you're just gonna sink those hips down. You can sit up nice and tall just to get a nice, big, deep stretch here. You're probably already starting to feel nice and warm, feeling the body start to turn on a lot more than what it just was about 5 minutes ago. Press yourself back so that the front leg is extended straight, and you're gonna fall your chest over, bring your chest towards the knee here, getting a nice big stretch in the backside of that right leg. Take one more deep inhale and exhale. All right, come all the way forward again. Press yourself back into that plank, and you're gonna extend this right leg out long behind you. From here, you're just gonna bring the knee in to the chest and extend it back out. Good, we're pulling it in, extending it out. Pulling it in and out. You have last 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Hold the knee into the chest, just rotate it towards the left elbow, and then bring it back center. Good, so a little tiny rotation in center. You have just 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Good, come into your full plank, and now step the left leg up into that full runner's lunge position. Again, letting those hips sink down deep. I filmed a workout right before this, so I'm already feeling extra sweaty. You can feel my whole body starting to get tired, starting to get fatigued, but we got this, we're in this together. All right, sink those hips down. Now press yourself back so this left leg extends straight and long, and let your chest fall down towards your knee. Letting yourself get that big, nice stretch in the backside of the left leg this time. Making sure to keep your hips square. So when everyone says keep your hips square, that just means I'm gonna face forward rather than dumping into one side of the body, which we tend to do to make things easier, to make them less uncomfortable. We wanna actually keep those hips facing square so that they're both parallel and in line versus dropping one way or dropping the other way. And holding from that position. All right, let's bring everything back forward. We're gonna come into that full plank again. And like we did on the other side, I want you to pull this left knee in and extend it back out long into that full plank. Good, pulling it in, extending it out. You guys got this. Not too many, just like the other side. We have last 5, 4, last 3, 2, and last 1. Hold it all the way in, and I'll just rotate to tap the knee towards the right elbow and come back center. Good. You're rotating and coming center. For 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Good. Come back into your full plank position and press it in to that downward dog. Amazing. Go ahead and pedal your feet out, walking them up towards your hands. And you're just gonna take a nice big forward fold here for a second. Letting your head drop all the way down, trying to get those hands to touch the ground if you can. All right, from here, we're gonna slowly articulate the spine up with an 8 count. So don't beat me up there. We're up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. We're gonna get into a little bit of a lower body series. So go ahead and grab those dumbbells. It's really gonna be working your whole body, so do not fear. We're gonna get everything turned on here. That kind of rhymed. That was kind of fun. All right, we're gonna start with our left leg out in front. Those dumbbells can just start by your side for right now. The right leg comes behind you, and we're just lowering down and lifting back up. So just your typical lunge position here, lowering and lifting, trying to let our legs really wake up this morning or this afternoon, wherever you are. Like I said before, I forget that it's not morning for everybody since I tend to film these in the morning. All right, you have last 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Hold down at the bottom, and we're just holding here. Yes, you can. You're holding for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now give me little pulses up and down. Just up and down about 1 or 2 inches. The range of motion isn't super big here. The goal is to start to really feel this in that glute. Press yourself up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Stand everything up. From here, we're gonna move into a curtsy lunge. So now this right leg is gonna cross the body behind that left leg, and you're gonna lower down and lift back up. Same exact thing we did on the other side. That leg is just at that diagonal now. You guys got this. If these arms feel comfortable, I want you to start to lift them overhead and lower them back down right by your shoulders. So you have a little shoulder press here as you lower and lift, turning the whole body on. You have last 6, lowering and lifting. Yes, my socks came off because they were falling off of me. All right, we have just 2 more. And last one, hold those arms up and hold down in that curtsy lunge. Yes, you can. You're holding for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now give me little pulses up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Pull everything up. Amazing. From here, that right leg is going to extend out long behind you. Those dumbbells are going to be by your chest here. You're gonna lower those arms down, and as you lift the arms up, the right leg is gonna lift up, and it's gonna lower down. So you're lifting and lowering, lift and lower. You guys got this. That base leg is also having to work a lot to support you. There should just be a slight bend in that leg. Lifting up, lowering down. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. We're gonna add on a little bit. So from here, you're going to, I'm scooting back just a tiny bit so you guys can see me. You're gonna lift everything up. You're gonna pull that knee in towards your chest. Those arms are gonna extend overhead. Good, you bend those arms back down. The leg extends out long. You lower the arms and lower the leg. Good. Moving through this. This is definitely a core movement because you're having to stabilize yourself so much. All right, breathing through this. You guys got this. Keep yourself super strong. We have just 2 more here. This is your last one. Extend up and lower everything back down. Good. Now from here, this right leg extends out long. The arms reach overhead and they lower down. Good. So the only thing moving are those arms. The right leg extended out long behind you, squeezing into that glute. Yes, you can. You have just 5, 4, last 3, squeeze that center, squeeze that glute, turn everything on to balance you, and last 1. Good, lower everything down. Amazing, let's go ahead and jump in and do the other side. So we have to do all of that same work on this right leg now. So the right leg comes out in front of you, the left leg is behind you. Those dumbbells can start down by your side. We're just lowering and lifting. Good, lowering and lifting, just up and down. When you feel ready, go ahead and extend those arms up to add in that shoulder press. Yes, you can. This is gonna turn everything up. You have last 6, 5, 4, last 3, 2, and last 1. Hold everything down. We're holding super strong. Those arms stay up high to the ceiling for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now give me pulses up and down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Stand everything up. Bring those arms down. We're moving into those curtsy lunges. So that right leg is in front. The left leg comes behind you at a right diagonal. From here, you lower all the way down. You lift all the way up. Good. Get that feeling in your legs. And then I want everybody to add in that shoulder press. We're pressing up and coming back down. Yes, you can. You guys are stronger than you think that you are. This class is already flying by. Keep going. You have last 8, 7, I know for 6, 5, 4, 3, yes you can. This is 2, and last 1, lower down, hold here, we're just holding. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, don't drop. Give me those pulses for 8, 7, keep those arms up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press everything up. All right, you guys know the drill. We have to do that other little set on this same side. So that right leg, once again, is out in front of you. The left leg is behind you. You hinge slightly forward. Those dumbbells come long in front of you. Now the leg is gonna lift up as the arms lift up, and you're lowering back down. Good, you're lifting and lowering. Yes, you can. Lift and lower. Make this super controlled. You guys got this. Let everything shake. Embrace the burn. Embrace that uncomfortable feeling. Keep going. You have last 5, 4, you have last 3, 2, and last 1. Good. Now adding on that next step. So we press everything up. You bring the left knee this time into the chest. The arms extend overhead. The arms bend down. The leg comes back out long. And then you tap everything down. If you fall out of it, that's okay. That's perfectly normal. It is quite the balancing act here. All right, let's get straight back into it. Lift up. Pull everything in. Extend those arms up high. Don't tuck those shoulders up to the ears. Keep them rolled down your back. The arms come in, the leg comes out, everything comes down. All right, on your guys' own here, you got this. Take this nice, slow, and controlled. We're not in a race. Pilates is all about control. Strength too, honestly. Whew. The more you can control your body, the better you're gonna be in so many aspects of life. And that's not just physically, but mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Life truly is all about control. All right, you guys got this. We have 3 more here. You have last 2. Pull that center in to lift that leg up. Don't let momentum work for you. And this is your last 1. Good. That leg extends out long. We're holding the leg out long. And now those arms lift and lower. Yes, you can. You finish here. You have just 8, Can that left leg lift up higher? 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Whew, that felt good. Set those dumbbells to the side. Let's stretch out those glutes a little bit. So let's cross the right leg over the left in a little figure 4. And you're just gonna press your hips back towards the wall behind you to get a nice big stretch. Amazing. Stand it back up. And now let's cross the left over the right and set, pressing those hips back to the wall. Breathing into this. All right, great. Since we have our arms turned on, we're gonna continue into some more arm movement here. I know some of you I feel like love arms and some of you I feel like hate them, but they're so good for you. So we're gonna grab those dumbbells once again. You can just come center onto your mat here. And those ankle weights can stay on because they are gonna be very beneficial here in a little bit. So from here, we're gonna start with just lifting those arms up and lowering them back down. Good, you're lifting up, lowering down. Now I want everyone to lift your hips off the mat as the arms lift up, and then you're gonna set back down. Good, so you're lifting and lowering, getting the full body into this, not just the arms here. All right, yes you can. Breathing into this. You have last 7, 6, maybe everybody can smile for 5, for 4, 3, last 2, still moving with control, even though we're setting those hips up. I don't want you to use momentum. And last 1. All right, those arms are gonna come into goalpost arms. We're gonna open them up, close them back in. Opening and closing. Good, once again, as you open those arms up, you set the hips up, and then you close them and set the hips back down. Good, we're opening and closing. Yes, you can. Feeling this out. Pushing through when it gets challenging and hard. Those arms have already done so much work. You're probably even feeling it in those legs. All right, we have last 6, 5, 4, you have 3, last 2, and last 1. Hold everything up and give me little pulses up here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're gonna close the arms in and open them back out once again. We're closing and opening. Yes, you can. Keeping those hips lifted the entire time. Whew. You have last 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Hold those arms out on goalposts. Now you're gonna sit your hips down to lift your arms up high to the ceiling, and you're gonna pull those arms down as you lift your hips back up to those goalposts. Good, we're lifting and pulling those arms. Yes, you can. A little bit of opposition here, making you have to think. Let it shake. You have just 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Amazing. Bring those arms down. I'm gonna have you turn to the side, or you can just stay where you are, but I'm gonna turn to the side so you guys can see me a little bit better. We're gonna do a little bit of quad work here while also working those arms. So the dumbbells are gonna come in towards your chest. Just have them glued together. And now from here, I want you to first start with just the lower body to get this in your body. So you're gonna slightly hinge back, using those quads for support. So we're not arching our back and we're not doming the spine like this. We're just keeping a nice straight spine. Those arms are by your chest and you're using your quads to lift you back up to that straight line here. Good, you lower back and you come back up. Breathing through this. Now that you have this, as you lower back, I want those arms to extend out long and then pull everything into the chest. Good, we're extending those arms out. We're pressing ourselves back up. Those quads should fire up pretty quickly if you're doing this exercise correctly. I want you to really think about squeezing them so that they activate. Those glutes are gonna be working too, and pulling yourself back up. You have last 6, 5. You have 4. Last 3. Whew, yes, you can. Last 2, make this really controlled. And on this last one, can we all hinge back as far as we can? Hinge, hinge, hinge. It's okay if you fall, you're by yourself, or maybe you're with a friend, and back up. Amazing. From here, you're now gonna hinge yourself slightly forward. Those elbows are by your side. You're gonna extend those arms back behind you and bend them back in. So the elbows are bent by your side, and those elbows are just extending to lift those dumbbells up. Good. So we're doing a little bit of tricep work right now. Breathing through this. Maybe you have heavier dumbbells and you want to grab those. Go ahead and do that. You have last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Extend those arms out long. Turn them over so the palms are facing the ceiling. And I want you to start pulsing your arms up and down, almost like you're giving a little high five to the ceiling. Yes, you can, keeping everything else super still. The only thing that's moving are those arms. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bring everything back up. Go ahead and place those dumbbells down for just a second. And I want you to come into a full plank position, back to where we started. Good. So we're holding this plank. I want you to really think about refinding your center. So we're just going to hold here for a little bit. You're holding. If you start to feel this in your low back, once again, squeeze those glutes. Turn those glutes on and it'll get you out of your low back. Don't sink down into this. Don't come all the way up here. That's not doing anything. You want to keep a nice flat spine with a slight C curve in that spine. Yes, you can. You guys got this. I'm gonna make you hold this for a little bit, like a little uncomfortably long, but I know you guys can do it, especially after all of that work. Breathing into this. Don't drop on me. I want your challenge to be today to not get out of this plank until I tell you to. I promise you, you don't have much longer, but I'm not gonna give you a countdown yet. Get out of your head. You can do this. You're mentally stronger than you think that you are. You're physically stronger than you think that you are. It's always your brain that gives up before your body actually needs to. All right, we're here for 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, squeeze, 2, and 1. Set those knees down. Bring it back into a quick child's pose position. All right, that wasn't too bad. I didn't make you hold it for that long. I know you guys could have held it longer. Okay, let's take 2 more deep breaths in. Exhale everything out. Inhale everything in. And exhale everything out. Okay, let's come back up into that plank position. We're not here for long. I just want us to finish with a few push-ups to really finish out this upper body. So from here, you can either do a full push-up or you can come down onto your knees. But I want everyone to try and start up in this full push-up here. From here, you're just lowering and lifting. I want everyone to just give me 10. This is 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Amazing. Hold here, and now let's all slowly lower down for an 8 count all the way down onto the mat. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and turn over onto your back. We're gonna get into some ab work now. Have those dumbbells next to you because we are gonna go ahead and grab those. Go ahead and pick those up. Your arms come in by your side. Those knees come into your chest. From here, we're gonna start with some weighted dead bugs. So those legs are gonna come out to a tabletop position. Those arms are gonna extend overhead, just up straight to the ceiling. Now from here, you're gonna extend the left leg out long as the right arm extends above your head. Good, and then we're pulling everything back to center. Good, extending everything out. pulling everything in. Keep going like this. You guys got this. Breathing through this. This is the last section you have of class. You can do it. You've already done so much work. Keep showing up for yourself right here. All right. We have 4 more on each side. This is 3. Just 2 more. You can give me 1 last one. Let's finish out on that left leg. Amazing. Now from here, this left leg is going to extend back out long, and we're going to pull it back in. Good, so we're just extending the left leg out, pulling it in, keeping those arms up high to the ceiling. Yes, you can. If you want to, you can lift your head up off of the mat just slightly, or you can keep it down. All right, that core is going to turn on super fast. You have 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. Keep that leg extended out long, and now lift it up high to the ceiling. Good, those ankle weights are gonna start to be killer in that core. You're gonna flex the foot to lower. You're gonna point to lift. Good, flex and point. You have 8. You have 7. If you need to, you can lower these weights down. Place your hands down on the mat for a little bit more support. For 6, 5. You can also take off these ankle weights. For 4, 3, last 2. Whew, this is killer. And last 1. Good. Pick those weights back up. If you drop them, we're lowering that leg down, and you're giving me little circles. You have just 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now reverse. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend both those knees into the chest. You can take a nice little stretch that is killer between those ankle weights and those dumbbells. You don't have to do a lot of work here to really feel this. Okay, let's do this on the other side now. If your hip flexors are feeling a little tight, you can just press it up into a quick bridge. That's gonna help to just open them up a little bit. And then lower back down. Let's bring those legs back out to tabletop position. Bring those arms up overhead. And now from here, once again, we're extending this time the right leg out long and bringing it back in to meet the left. Good, extending and pulling it back in. We gotta do everything we did on the left, on the right leg now. Those legs are really shaky because we worked them a lot, so they're probably not doing much to help you, which is actually a good thing because it's making you really rely on that core. Okay, we have just 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. This is where we extend this leg up. We flex to lower it. We point to bring it back up. Yes, you can. You have last 7, 6, last 5. Okay, you can lift this head up if you want. For 4, 3, last 2, and last 1. My leg is shaking, but let's finish with those circles. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now reverse those circles. Yes, you can. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend those knees into the chest. Wow, that is absolutely killer. I need to do those more. I felt that a lot. Okay, from here, again, if you need to lift those hips up just for a second to get a nice little stretch, go ahead and do that. And then lower those hips all the way back down. We're gonna bring those knees back into the chest. The weights are gonna stay in our hand. Now from here, you're going to extend your legs up high to the ceiling. Those elbows can stay planted into the mat to begin here. Now from here, you're going to lower the left leg down and then just switch and lower the right leg down. Good, so we're just doing little scissor kicks here. When you're ready, I want you to extend those arms back up high to the ceiling and keep giving me those scissor kicks. Moving slow and controlled. This isn't about how fast you can go. It's about how much you can control and use that core to lift your legs up and down. Those ankle weights make your legs unexpectedly very, very heavy. You can do this though. This is where we finish our workout at, is just this last little ab section. Yes, you can. Breathing through this. We have 4 more on each side. This is 3. Whew. You have 2. And give me 1 more, finishing with this right leg all the way down. Lift it up, bend those knees into the chest. Amazing. From here, you're going to lift your head and shoulders up. Those dumbbells come into your chest, and now you're going to extend everything out long. So the arms are going to press overhead, and the legs are going to extend out long to a 45-degree angle. We extend everything out, we pull everything in. If this feels like it's too much, just lower those dumbbells down and move with just the arms. Yes, you can. I'm going to take that modification right now. Breathing through this. Not too many more. You have last 5, 4, last 3, 2, and last 1. Good. Pull everything into the chest and lower that head all the way down. Let's extend our legs out long. Grab your hands back into those dumbbells, and we're going to do some weighted roll-ups here. So those hands extend up high to the ceiling. You can flex those feet. And now articulating the spine, you're going to slowly, using just the abs, lift yourself all the way up to a straight spine. Now from here, you're going to tuck that tailbone under to start to curl and articulate the spine all the way back down. Yes, you can. All right, let's keep going with this motion, making these super slow and controlled, really trying to feel each ab muscle roll all the way down and work. Setting 1 vertebrae down at a time. Amazing. Keep going here. This might be the only time that your ankle weights actually help you, because it's giving you a little bit of weight to hold those legs down. So this time, if you want to amplify, you can actually take those ankle weights off. But I am definitely going to leave them on right now. Okay, give me 5 more. Can you come up even slower? This is 4. With these dumbbells, make sure you're not hunching your shoulders up or letting your arms fall all the way down. Just keeping them nice, straight, and strong in front of you. This is 3. We have just 2. And on this last one, I want everyone to take an 8 count with me, so I don't want anyone to beat me down. Those arms come out. We count down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Amazing. Now we're going to take an 8 count all the way up to finish out these roll-ups. You have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Sit tall. Lower those dumbbells to your side. You guys are almost done with this entire workout. Let's finish it with just a short little series. Those dumbbells come to the side. We are done with them for today. I know that probably feels really good to get that over with. You're going to come onto your forearms here. Those knees are going to come into your chest just like this. Now from here, you're going to extend those legs out long, pull them back into your chest. Good. Extending them out, pulling them back in. Notice how this feels different than when you're laying fully down on your back. It probably feels a little bit easier, but we're getting close to the end of this workout and really fatiguing those muscles. So now we're just working with whatever strength you have left. You have last 4, 3, yes you can, last 2, and last 1. Hold those legs out and just give me little flutter kicks. Yes you can. Kicking and kicking for 8, 7, keeping the chest up super tall, rolling the shoulders down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold those legs out. This is where we finish. Just hold. Let it shake. My legs are absolutely shaking, but you guys can do this. You got this. Embrace the burn. You have just 8, 7, 6, 5. Don't drop those legs. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower those legs down. Whew, that was killer. All right, let's take a quick little cool down. Those arms extend up high to the ceiling. They reach over, getting that nice big stretch in the backside of those legs. Wow, that was a great workout. I'm so happy you guys were there with me, in spirit at least. All right, let's pull up on those toes, flexing the feet, getting a nice big stretch into those ankles, or into the calves, not the ankles. Okay. All right, bending all the way down and over. Go ahead and take those ankle weights off. If you had them on, set them over to this side. You definitely will not be needing those anymore. And let's just come on to our sit bones here. So placing your glutes, your hips onto your heels. And let's just take a second to bring our energy back down. So shake your head no. Shake your head yes. Now begin giving me head circles to the left. You have 2 more like this. And last one. Go ahead and reverse the circles. 1 more in this direction. Amazing. From here, go ahead and reach your arms up high to the ceiling. Grab your left hand around your right wrist and just pull yourself to the left side of the room to get a big stretch in the right side of the body. Okay, now let's just go ahead and switch the grip and that side and pull yourself over to the right this time. Come center. And now give me some big arm circles back for 3, 2, and 1. And now reverse for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's take 2 big deep breaths in. So inhaling, reaching everything up. And exhaling, bring your hands through heart center. All right, one last one. Inhale, reach everything up. And exhale, come all the way through center. Amazing. You guys are done with today's workout. That one was absolutely killer. Feel free to take whatever else you need to kind of help pull yourself down. Maybe you are jumping straight into another workout. I cannot imagine doing that right now, but we have so many other to pick from. So I will see you guys in the next workout, and I hope you are enjoying all of the workouts we have to offer here on YouTube.